Welcome back. As it turns out, we've actually got one more quarters match for you.
Bad news, you have to listen to me again.
Nah, you'll. In any case, we got SoCallieGamers versus Rubber Ducks.
I think we got two very exciting teams here. I see one of the notes for one of the SoCallieGamers Ventus is they're a handheld player. I sincerely hope that they are handhelding it. I don't think they are. Doesn't look like it to be, but boy, imagine just seeing the one player with their Switch in handheld mode going crazy.
Yeah, shout out Ventus. I play quite a bit on handheld myself, admittedly. But yeah, no, it's good to see regular players from SoCali come up here. I've been following SoCali for a while. It's a wonderful local series, and it's good to have more locals in the state in general.
Absolutely. You know, at Northern California, we got to kind of push them back. We can't have SoCali taking over the entire state, but you know, good luck to them still.
And it looks like we're starting where we started off last time. Zones on Mako Mart. Good map mode combo to get to know these teams a little bit better.
Right. I think the good thing about Splat Zones is there's a lot of room for individual expression. You can kind of figure out what your team is, what you're doing. I don't really know that there's a meta per se. I think you can kind of do what you want. This allows each team to really let their individual nature shine. And we're launching into it very excited. What have we got?
Ooh, okay. S-Blast, the nozzle nose.
Okay.
Okay, we got good medium range engagements coming up.
And it looks like I see we've got Swagger with the Rubber Ducks with a charger, probably providing some cover fire, but then they also got, a slosher and some other stuff for close range. They're covering everything. So
Yeah.
it looks like we have the SoCallieGamers mostly in control of the point, but Rubber Ducks
Ooh, okay.
pushing some aggression there.
Oh, and
Rubber Ducks
SoCallieGamers gets wiped almost immediately. They get a couple of points on the board, but Rubber Ducks is making a statement right here.
They do what I always do and focus on the splat zone. Don't focus on not getting splatted.
I also want to say it's interesting. We've got I think the one slosher is a machine, so there's not really much area of effect. We've got like one or two good painting weapons on each team, but for the most part, it looks like the strategy is offense, offense, offense as everyone's going for picks. Rubber Ducks is just doing a slightly better job at it.
That does seem to be the place. They're pushing back. They're practically at SoCali spawn, but we got Nitro from SoCali pushing up a bit. Gonna need to do a little bit more. There's Rubber Ducks have almost got time, so SoCali really needs to push it here.
What can Toop do with the stamp? Get some good coverage. So a little bit of extra backup with the reslider and a pick with the stamp. And that's 66 penalty points on the side of Rubber Ducks. So SoCallieGamers is back in this. I've seen some interesting moves on the side of Rubber Ducks. One of the players used a splash wall to cover the flank. It didn't turn out too well for them in that particular instance, but it looks like both of these teams are thinking a lot when it comes to their engagements and offensive approaches.
I agree with that. I think whenever you can have, say a splat wall, or when you can have something else playing the game for you, it's basically like having 5 players on the team. So very smart thinking. Oh, we're about to see it. Oh, you hate to drop it before you can pop it.
The wrong time to get the tacticooler, it seems, and it looks like Rubber Ducks is back on the advantage as well. They have less penalty points than SoCallieGamers does now.
Yeah, and they're pushing hard. SoCali
shut down the stamp almost immediately. Ran out of ink.
Denied.
The previous team used it all with their inkjets. And are they going to go for the KO? Not if Tupmo has anything to say about it, but that sloshing machine didn't have anything to say about them not having anything to say about it as Rubber Ducks cruises by map 1.
A dominating performance by the Rubber Ducks. The SoCali is tried to hold on. They captured the zone once or twice, but not enough.
Yeah, kind of like a replay of the last time we were on this. It was the blue team that cleaned house last time too. Only this time we got to see some penalty points get slapped on.
We did. It wasn't a complete rundown, and SoCali, hopefully they saw what Rubber Ducks are working with, and so they can make some adjustments, see what they need to do. I think we're going into Rainmaker next, assuming that the list is correct. Going into back to Humpback Pump Track with a Rainmaker. I think that the more kind of varied weapon composition of the Rubber Ducks may hurt them a little bit here unless they switch your weapons. I think with the with Rainmaker, it's a lot more in your face, and I think that the SoCallies are well suited for that style of gameplay.
Yeah, correction from previous. We're not on counter picks just yet. We are still going off of a set map list, but yeah, you give us a lot to think about. I mean, I think in a mode like Rainmaker, staying offensively oriented could be the play, but given how last map went, maybe they want to put some more paint on and try to get advantage that way.
Yeah, you know, always nice to see that there's not just one strategy. You can kind of make it your own as you go. It makes it more exciting when each team is truly unique.
Okay, round about the same strategy on the side of SoCallieGamers and on the side of Rubber Ducks.
Looks like
I think, okay, yeah, Rubber Ducks has maintained the machine, but I think we have a try on the side of SoCallieGamers. So it looks like we are trying to get more paint on, but
yeah,
Rubber Ducks going for the Rainmaker barrier almost immediately.
Yeah, SoCallie is painting some turf a little bit. A good strategy, but I think Rubber Ducks are just storming it. So they got the checkpoint.
Lots of good picks from Beam as they cover Swagger's advance onto the first checkpoint.
They are sticking together as a team.
Beam putting in so much work, you'd think we were at the Golden One Center, but Nitro shuts them down. Putting on the captain outfit, gonna try to commandeer SoCallieGamers as they get a very nice wipeout.
Exactly what you need. All right, are they going right? I think they're going right.
Put some paint on.
Oh, stopping by for a refreshing beverage.
Oh. We get the flank at the end though. That's the thing about Humpback Pump Track. I mean, and it, like the whole map is a flanking route almost because it's so open.
There's not a lot of places to hide. Absolutely. I think that's another thing that makes the inkjet so good is you can hit anyone from anywhere with it.
Yep. And it looks like Swagger is going for a second push with the inkjet covering their advance. So watch out for the reef slider, and they do.
That was some good spacing.
They shut it down so quickly you could hear the Windows XP sound effect. Swagger walking the line like Johnny Cash.
Pushing.
Oh!
My goodness.
Woo! And the crowd went wild for that one.
They are popping off.
Some parkour, you'd think we were playing Assassin's Creed. Rubber Duck saying nothing is true and everything is permitted as they use every single part of the map to make their advance.
Yet again, this looks like a turf war map to me.
I mean, it did kind of look like that at the end because, I mean, even though they maintained a loadout that seemed really good for picks, Rubber Ducks put on a lot of paint that map.
They absolutely did, and you know, makes it tough to make a push once you do get the Rainmaker, because if you're just walking through enemy ink, you're not going to go anywhere. So you have to focus on inking and protecting the Rainmaker and pushing. So the team with more ink on the field is more likely to make it, I think.
So next map is Clams on Umami.
Yet again, let's see if we're going to see another 3-0.
Do you think they're going to stay aggro here? Do you think they're going to change it up?
I think with Clam Blitz, I think it's much better to get on the offensive early, make your statement, score your goals, and then you can hold back and play defense if you need. But I think you got to be aggressive to start.
Indeed, yeah. I mean, I think if we see any weapon changes, maybe we see some faster weapons, either from SoCallieGamers, who will be looking to up the momentum, or Rubber Ducks, who will want to be pushing the pressure even further, saying, let's keep a good thing going, and let's try to maintain the tempo. Let's try to maintain control of the tempo, rather.
Right. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I think both of these teams had some well-rounded weapon compositions, kind of ready for anything, really, which probably good. You don't want a team full of Chargers, maybe that might hurt you in the one-on-one fight. So
yeah, I mean, there's a chance the Snipe Rider might get swapped. I don't know if it's a big chance because the Snipe Rider has been doing reasonably well,
putting in some work, yeah. And that's the thing about these teams. I think all these players are kind of playing out playing out of their minds.
Oh, 100%. Everyone's putting on a show today. And hopefully we get to see another show this map with a satisfying conclusion.
Absolutely. I want to see some field goals, want to see some touchdowns, maybe a home run. I don't know sports. That's why I'm here.
Give something that'll give Remember the Titans a run for its money.
That's right. Remember the Inklings.
Denzel Washington, take notes.
Let's see.
All right. Okay.
Like
So the S Blast is still coming out. Good AOE there, and the Snipe Rider is still out.
Oh, it looks like we swapped to an ink brush. That'll be interesting to.
That's an
see
Octo
here.
Brush, actually.
It's
So
a type of ink brush.
yeah, that is true. But either way, lots more area of effect. The Octo Brush can lay down paint like an ocean. So,
Not enough as Pick Pickle shut him down.
yeah, all right. Pick Pickle's maintaining the momentum this time. Yeah, just that large platform. I mean, usually you want the elevation, but with an S Blast like that, it's just low enough so that you could peek and get some good shots in. Watch out for that triple ink strike, though.
Yeah, and it looks like the Rubber Ducks are holding pretty well. I think the SoCallieGamers are doing better on the clam front, but holding the clam doesn't do you anything. You gotta get them to the end zone.
Yeah, surprisingly, the Octo Brush, you'd think it would be working better for them. Maybe they're playing the long game. They have more clams now, but I mean, with the pace that SoCallieGamers has, they could very well just take everything and make the first push.
Yeah, I think Rubber Ducks were being a little bit more methodical with it. They weren't pushing as hard. They were inking, and we're seeing that kind of pay off as they hold a lot of territory. They hold the center.
They still have the overwhelming clam advantage. I guess if they're not being pushed back, they're choosing their moment, and there it is.
This is
with
your
the wipeout
moment.
and the power clam. Step right up.
This is the sort of thing that would really scare me if I were on SoCallie. You got the entire enemy team right in your base, right up in your grill. They got their clams. They're pushing. Not what you want to see. There's a cooler out. Everyone's getting refreshed.
The direct hit.
Oh no! Another wipeout for the SoCallieGamers. Not what you want to see.
Oh, and they're coming right back. I guess
Swagger
that was the
super jumping in.
I guess that was a strategy after all. Give them some false confidence, make them comfortable, and then the moment you get the wipe, plant that power clam. They're throwing like crazy. They're throwing like gold arrow sprays right now.
It is not enough to win. You got to make a statement. I think the Rubber Ducks are here to say this. All of this is ours. You do not get any maps. They all belong to us. All the clams are ours.
It's about sending a message.
That's exactly right. They are burning half the money.
Yeah.
SoCallie's got a super clam. They're got to push it a little bit. 2.5 minutes left. Still enough time to make some good moves. But
did they lose both pity clams? Yeah, no, they got wiped. They got wiped.
The
Rubber Ducks telling them, how many times do we need to teach you this lesson?
Rubber Ducks are thinking that this is a death match. They're not even sure that there is an objective.
No, they know. And they're letting SoCallieGamers know as well every time they drive the power clam in after they get a wipe. Let's see, his fourth time a charm.
A lot easier to score when there's no defense.
I suppose. Yeah. Defense is not valued like it used to be.
They say defense wins tournaments, but maybe not here. I think Rubber Ducks offense is really driving it hard. Another barrier broken.
Well, sometimes the best defense is a good offense, and Rubber Ducks is demonstrating that perfectly. And they take the second 3-0 that we've witnessed.
Shut it down. These quarterfinals have been honestly some steamrolls, which leads me to think that the semis and the grand finals are going to be something worth watching. So I hope none of our viewers think that we're going to be leaving anytime soon. You're going to want to stick around to see the rest of it, because these are some pulse pounding, action packed matches, and they're only going to get better.
Yep, the sooner the higher we get to the tip of the mountain, the more ruthless these competitors get, and the more action packed these sets will become as a result. We'll just have to see what happens during semifinals.
we may actually get to see a tower control map. That'll be exciting. We haven't gotten to them yet because we've been seeing some steamrolls, but I'm excited for again some more knockdown, drag out, evenly matched. I want to go to game 5 on some of these.
Yeah, I'd love to see a game 5 as well. Time will tell if semifinals shows us a couple of sets where the pace gets handed back and forth a little bit rather than being dictated by one team. But we'll just have to wait and see.
Outstanding job by both the Rubber Ducks and SoCallie. They both did outstanding job. Excellent teams. Rubber Ducks will move on. Let's see if they have as good of luck in the semifinals. But I think that both teams should be very proud of how they played today.
Indeed, they both put on a show, and they both had to go through some really formidable talent in order to get to this point in the first place. So props to both of them.
And with that, I believe we are done with the quarterfinals. Going to be moving on to semifinals. Going to be more exciting matches for you folks to watch. So don't change that dial. Don't go anywhere just yet. Same squid time, same squid channel. We'll be hitting you with the semifinals. Well, I won't, but Bash Dash will. So thanks for watching. Thanks for having me, and good luck to the rest of the teams as they get to the semis.
Stay tuned. We got something cooking up for you.
Right. Don't get cooked, stay off the hook, as they say.